Guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me. This is my 2024 Tesla Model Y. We're looking at a really cool product. This is from Chery Industrial. They've partnered with the channel for this product. This is a refrigerator freezer that's designed specifically for the Model Y. It fits in the sub-trunk area. I'm going to show you that area. It's a very deep storage here. It plugs into the outlet right here, and this is going to help keep all of your stuff cold in the summertime. Here is the sub-trunk area in the Model Y. So you can see you lift up this little, there's a little cover here. You lift that up. You have this deep storage area. I don't really use this for a whole lot, so this is a really cool idea to keep a big refrigerator back here to keep anything you're hauling cold. Now this whole refrigerator freezer is powered from a 12-volt socket, and there's one right here in the car. So in the cargo area. Okay, so here's our 12-volt socket. This is just on the driver's side, right inside the cargo area. We can just plug that in right there. We've got power, and it will power up our refrigerator here. All right, some of the things you get with this, you do get these little foam pads. These are to put underneath the cargo cover to give it a little ventilation. You got your manual. One thing that's really cool with this is it has an app. You can control this all via the app, which is awesome. And you get a nice little microfiber towel here. Let me show you the inside of this. It's got this nice LED light here, nice and deep. You've got the compressor and everything over on this side, so you've got a lot of room here. This can hold up to 48 12-ounce cans, and it can hold over like almost 30 of these little bit bigger, almost 17-ounce bottles. So let me show you how this fits down inside of this cargo area. All right, this cargo cover has a nice little stop to it, so it can rest in this upward position like that. And then we'll just slip this down in here, and this thing is specifically designed for this cavity here. It's got a nice long power cord. You can see how long that is. It easily stretches. The cord's from this side, but there's enough cord that easily just, you put all the excess over here, and it fits. See how snug that fits in there? I mean, it's like perfectly molded for that area, which I think is really cool. And then when we put this down, just to show you, we put down our cover there. It's like there's nothing even there, which is really cool. You want to make sure you're careful. This is the plug here. It is at a 90-degree angle, so it's not going to come out easy. But make sure that you get that seated nice and firm in there before you get it down in there. All right, when it turns on, here's the power button here. Here's our settings, plus and minus. So 91 degrees, that's the current temperature right now. This has been sitting in the garage, so it is warm right now. But you can see the light there. There's different settings. This is on high. See, it says 15.5 volts H. That means it's on high. It's also on maximum cool, so this will cool down the maximum speed possible. There's also an eco mode that will be a little more energy efficient, and once it's cooled down, you can turn on to eco mode. And here's where we can adjust our settings, temperatures and so forth. When you hit settings, 32 degrees is what it's going to be set at, so you can adjust that. So you can get this down to 4 degrees. I mean, this can be a freezer, so if you're carrying some cold food for a while, this is the perfect solution for that. It's actually a little more user-friendly on the app. Let me show you how the app works. All right, once you download the app, you just go into it. It's all Bluetooth settings, so you don't have to create an account. You just connect, it finds the fridge via Bluetooth here. So this is going to show us the settings. So it shows the current temperature. It shows we have it set at 30 degrees. So it's really easy to change the temperature there. You can just use that slider to go up and down with it. So, go all the way down to -8 degrees Fahrenheit. 50 degrees is the warmest it'll go to, so it's really easy to control this even while you're just sitting in the car. Under settings, here's some of the settings that you can go through and change. You can change temperature units, language, things like that. You can change the voltage level, so if you go into that, you can change low, medium, high. That's going to depend on how quickly it's going to cool down, so you can change all those settings. You can also change the working mode in settings from energy saver to fast cooling, so you have that option too. All right, we got a case of bottled water. We want to see how many of these we can fit inside this refrigerator, see what the total capacity is. This cooler comes in 2 different sizes. This is the 35 quart, the largest size they make. 29 bottles of water. These are the 17-ounce, kind of a standard bottle size, but you can see you get quite a few in there because you don't have to put ice. You can get those in there very, very tight. And this closes down easily. Okay, so this thing holds an impressive amount of bottles. This thing has a lot of great volume to it. One thing I want to try now is I want to empty it and I want to set the temperature as low as it goes and just see how cold it gets in 30 minutes. Currently it's at 66 degrees. I have it set at like 4 degrees Fahrenheit, and just see if like in 30 minutes how cold it can get. Now if you have food or like all those bottles of water were really warm, if I put those in there, it will take longer. I just want to see how quickly this thing can cool down. We got our timer set. We got our current temperature 64 degrees. We'll get it, see how it looks in 30 minutes. All right, it's been 38 minutes. And we're down to 12 degrees, so it's dropped just over 50 degrees, 52 degrees in 38 minutes. That's well below freezing here. We open this thing up. I mean, there's frost on the inside of this, which is really cool. So this thing actually got down to temperature really quickly. And now, depending on the type of food or drinks you have in there, it may take a little bit longer if you have a lot of stuff in there. You'll keep things colder quicker if you kind of get it pre-frozen. You get it already turned on. You get it down to temperature. Then you put items in there. Then our cover here fits very well on this. We do put those little foam pads, 3 pads on each side. That's going to help ventilation a little bit. There is a fan that kind of runs right here that kind of vents some of the hot air. So you want to have that. That just allows us to sit up just a little bit, enough to give a little bit of airflow in there to help kind of keep that area cooled down. But really, you can't even tell this is in here, underneath here. So it's awesome that you have a refrigerator that can fit so easily and convenient in this spot. A couple things to be aware of with this outlet back here. So this outlet in the back, it's not always on, and it stays on if obviously the car's on. If the car goes to sleep, this outlet turns off. So what you can do is, if you have Sentry mode on, you have dog mode, camp mode, or the climate control keep feature on, that will keep the car awake, and that will keep that outlet active. So if you're going to leave stuff in here, perishable items, and you need to have it, stored kind of overnight, you're not plugged in, you can put it like in camp mode. It'll kind of keep the car awake. Sentry mode, if the Sentry mode is activated and on, that will keep this active. This doesn't draw a lot of power. It's very efficient, but the car needs to be on. So just at least be aware of that feature when considering your trip. So I'm really excited about this accessory. This is something that I've seen. I've really wanted one of these. I think this is a great accessory. This is a great use of this space. I don't really use this space for a whole lot. I mean, I keep my mobile connector down here, but otherwise there's really not a lot down here in my car. And so I think this is a cool place to be able to put a cooler, this refrigerator, freezer down here. Especially, let's say if you're going to the store, you're buying, let's say you're buying meats, you're buying frozen items, you're buying ice cream. You need to keep that cool or cold before you get home, or you're running other errands. You could just get this down to temperature, throw it in here, and you're all set to go. I'm also excited to be able to use this on road trips. I mean, this is a great car to do road trips in. The long-range Model Y is a great car to do that in. And to have, be able to keep things cold. You can pack your lunch in here. You can put drinks, keep those all nice and cold. All right, guys, so this is an impressive accessory. This is a really cool, I'm really excited about this one, to be able to use this. I think this has a great functionality, great use, works great, looks great, easy to use, has a lot of great features. I love the app feature on this, that I can just pull up the app, control it right from there. So this is going to be cool to use this summer. So a big shout out to Chery Industrial for partnering with us on this video. Be sure to see the link in the description down below. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.